untouchable. Nothing's ever the same with my trusty football. I'm always on the spree, no shiny can escape. They all come to me, shiny after shiny. It's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet down to Johto and beyond. I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region. I've conquered the game, Hefty is the king. The one who never quits, caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I've conquered the game, Hefty's the king. The one who never quits, caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday and Happy New Year to you all. Welcome on in, Draconified. Welcome in, Shiny Cornholio. Hope you are all doing well, and welcome to 2025. My goodness. I can't believe it's a whole brand new year. Hope everyone has had good holidays. I hope everyone has started the new year off to a good start. Why does my camera feel like it's a little blurry? Come on, focus. Focus. Focus on me. Oh well. Hope you're all doing well. We still gotta get this LOPUNNY. We still gotta get this HERACROSS. We're gonna start with that. I got a feeling we're gonna get something today. Let's get going. Jerry Nutso, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. But yeah, I haven't talked to you guys since Christmas Day, since the 25th. Let me know what's been going on in your lives. Shiny Lugia, nice. Good luck, Cornholio. Beautiful shiny. I think both of them are gorgeous shinies, but I prefer the shiny Lugia over the shiny Ho-Oh, which I didn't realize is kind of an unpopular opinion. But I think shiny Lugia is gorgeous. $17.70 for Regice, no luck yet. It's coming. You know it's coming. Just keep vigilant. You're going to get it, buddy. We only have 16 Pokemon left to get on this challenge. I was just before stream taking a look at what some of our options may be after we get these two. And I think we got a couple of good options going on. At some point, I gotta get back into Legends Arceus. There are at least 2 more Shalfas I want to get from that. I want to finish off the Abomasnow. We started that at one point and didn't get it, so we gotta get the Abomasnow, and I definitely want to get the Steelix. Steelix is the #1 Shalfa I want to get, because it's so big. The only Pokemon you won't use a Luxury Ball on... Oh, which ball are you going to use on it, Cornholio? We're going to have a fun time today. We're going to get these shinies. We're going to possibly get other shinies, or at least try and get other shinies. We're going to open some TCG Pocket Packs here in a little bit. I want to show you guys what shinies got me for Christmas. I got to apologize. I had said over the weekend that or on Sunday, I said I was going to stream. You guys have no idea the toll that my body took from that miserable day of travel, and all I did on Sunday was sleep. But I did end up opening the present because I felt it wasn't fair to shinies to have him wait like a whole additional week for me to thank him. So I did open it, and I want to show you guys what he got me, which is pretty wild. Um, it is thankfully family friendly. Premier Ball, nice. That is a good choice. Of course, I'm a little biased. But yeah, how's everyone been? Who's looking forward to Sprigatito Community Day tomorrow? My good friend Dorian Dysart informed me that apparently there's going to be 4-star in-person only raids for Florigato, which I desperately want to get. Because if you know me, you know how excited I am for the possibility of getting the Gen 9 shiny Pokemon or shiny starters in Premier Balls. So if I can beat a 4-star Florigato raid by myself, I can get a Florigato and a Premier Ball, bring it over to Scarlet and Violet, and start Masuda hunting for that line again. Let me tell you how excited I am to Masuda hunt Sprigatito 3 more times. But it's got to get done, right? It's got to get done. I don't think I'll be streaming that because we did do the Masuda hunts for the starters like Christmas before last. So I think I might just do that in my own time while I'm watching a movie or something. But I'm looking forward to that. How's everyone been doing TCG Pocket with the Mythical Island? I've got the entire base set. And I just realized yesterday I'm only missing one. Like, I don't know the terminology for the different groups. The least rare full art cards. You guys know the ones I'm talking about. I need the Executor. That's the only least rare full art card I need. I don't know what the right terms are. Someone help me out. I do love Masuda. You know, I used to not mind Masuda at all. In fact, if you go back to the beginning of this channel, a lot of the hunts we did in the beginning were Masuda and Scarlet or in Sword and Shield. And those were fine. I had fun with those, but oh my gosh, Scarlet Violet Masuda is just, it's rough. Got the Blastoise, nice. I haven't gotten the Blastoise yet. I've gotten 2 Eevees, 2 Volcaronas, and a Minccino. So I still need the Blastoise, and I forget what the 5th card is. You're just missing 8 cards. Nice. Opened 10 packs and got Poo Poo, not even a single full art card. That's just a ripoff. You got scammed, Jerry. I did get a nice Wonder Pick yesterday. Speaking of Executor, the alt art Executor. My good friend Clocky, AM Clockwork, opened a pack that had that in it, and it was on my Wonder Pick list, and I said, you know what? Why not? So I spent the 4 tokens or whatever they're called, and I took a gamble, and I got it. So I was very happy, and of course, like a good friend, I immediately DM'd Clocky and told him thank you. Rainbow and alternate art left? Nice. You know what else I found out this past week? So I needed to get another Magneton and another Raichu from the Pikachu packs of Genetic Apex in order to finish off one of the last missions I had for, like, you know, Dex, you know, DECKS, Dex. And while I was opening this packs trying to get that Raichu and Magneton, which I did end up getting, I got the full art Squirtle, which was the last full art I needed from that set, and I completed a secret mission. I didn't even know that was a thing, so now I'm all excited, going back and opening up more Mewtwo and Charizard packs, trying to get the rest of the standard full arts, so I can finish off those secret missions. I didn't know that was a thing. I hadn't heard anyone mention that before. You got a lot of your cards from Wonder Picks. I've had, you know, I was talking to Brick Wallkeeper, who is who's a mod here and is also, like, in real life one of my coworkers. I was talking to him about it yesterday because he just got TCG Pocket over the break, and he was asking about Wonder Picks, and I was telling him, you know, about, you know, how they work and how they're predetermined. You know, it doesn't matter which card you pick, you're gonna, you know, it's already decided what card you're gonna get. And I said, you know, I seem to have, like, my luck with Wonder Picks seems to go in waves. It seems to be like I'll have a wave of, like, getting all garbage, and then I'll have a wave of getting, like, every card that I'm hoping I get. And I've had that the last few days. Whichever card I'm hoping to get, I've been able to get, which has been pretty awesome. James the Catboy, what's going on? It's a good question. I don't know why it won't shine. And Hassan, hello, buddy. How are ya? Yeah, this Lopunny is way over odds. This might be, let me check, this might be the longest hunt we've done on this challenge. It is. It is the longest hunt we've done on this challenge. Before this, the longest one was Scissor at 11:47. So yeah, not only is this the longest one, it's the only one that's actually gone over odds. Our shortest one was crazy. Our shortest one, yeah, it was Absol at 45. Last shiny 2024 was a Pumpkaboo and 345 encounters. Your first was Hone Edge in 493. Nice! Currently going for Tyrant, 400 encounters so far. Very cool, Hassan. Are you doing, for the Tyrant, Hassan, are you doing random encounters or are you going with one of the Wanderers? 64 out of 68 in Mythical decks. Sweet. Oh, you're making a Metal Gear Rising reference? Nice. I've never played the Metal Gear games. Well, I mean, I played the original Metal Gear game on the Nintendo, like way back in the day, in the ancient times, when I rode dinosaurs to school. Yeah, Hassan, I know exactly where you're talking about. My first Tyrant that I went for, I guarantee I know exactly which pass of grass you're doing. It's like a big open field with a tree in the middle, I think, and it's got Tyrants and I think Indeedis and Dupiters and Noivern and Bolts. I think that's the area. And it took me forever to get that one. Why not a game I should play on stream? Fair enough. Last shiny was a costume Jigglypuff. That was mine as well. No. That was my first one. I got that on New Year's Day, like an hour and 8 minutes before the event ended. I got the Jigglypuff. My last one of 24, I think, was. Let me check. I know it was in Pokemon Go. Okay, it was Hoot Hoot. Yeah, it was the costume Hoot Hoot. That was the last one I got. That was on the 30th. And then, yeah, I got the Jigglypuff on the 1st. I also got a second Bunnelby, which is pretty awesome. Evelyn, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Jerry, I don't know if you're lurking, but I'm drinking my coffee today out of my brand new mug. Mino, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. And for everyone that's been coming in the last few minutes, Happy New Year to you. This is the first time I've gotten a chance to talk to you guys in 2025. I'm also wearing, I don't want to say they're new comfy pants. I've had these comfy pants for probably almost a year, but I've never worn them before. They've been at like the bottom of the comfy pants drawer, and when I was putting away clothes after I got back from break, I noticed them, and I was like, you know what? I need to start wearing these. So here's my comfy pants I'm wearing. Here, I'll stand up. I don't know if you can see, but it's Pikachu's. It's Pikachu's. I got Pikachu pants. It has been a while, Mino. How you been? Comfy Chew. I love that, Jerry. That's exactly what they are. They're Comfy Chew pants. But yeah, so I've had all that, I would say, decent luck with the TCG Pocket, but I still have not gotten a single gold card. Not a single one. Which makes me sad. Cito, what's going on, buddy? Happy New Year. Yeah, I feel like we're destined to get a shiny today for multiple reasons, but the newest reason, this blew my mind. I was getting set up for this hunt this morning. You know, I wake up, I throw on some TV, and I bust out the switches to get the hunts ready to go. And you know how I always have to like switch the dates to make sure that we get the right spawn? So like for example, the Heracross, I gotta make sure it's on the right date where a Heracross will spawn, and not like a Shelmet or something else. It was a Heracross. Both of these switches are set to today's date. Just pulled a Starmie EX. Nice. Oh my gosh, do we need a new light goal? Thank you so much, Draconified. Do you mind if I just call you Emperor? Just because I feel like I'm going to have a less chance of screwing up the pronunciation of Emperor than I am of Draconified. I know, Jerry. It's a sign. It's meant to be. I didn't have to change a date on either one of these switches. They both say January 4th, 2025. It's meant to be. We're going to get a shiny today. Hopefully, it's a Lopunny. I obviously want both of them, but this Lopunny has gone on far too long. I mean, I guess we were due for an overodds hunt. Our luck has been incredible. Let me tell you guys what our luck's been like on these hunts. Alice, good to see you, Alice. Happy New Year. Alakazam was 801, Gengar was 725, Pinsir was 167, Scissor was our longest before Lopunny, and that was 1147. Gardevoir was 987, Aggron was 266, Manectric was 1102, Absol was 45. It's insane. And Garchomp was, Garchomp was Legends Arceus. That was 325, and Glalie in Legends Arceus was 325. It's wild. Dragonic? Okay. I'll keep calling you Dragonic. Because, see, I think I've gotten so used to calling you Dragonic with the G that I'm going to end up mispronouncing Draconified. You can't be changing things up on me. My old brain is not used to change. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. It's my issue, not yours. Here we go. 1800th Lopunny. Is this going to shine? You evolved from your name? Nice. No shine. Do you guys think the eventual shiny Heracross is going to be a male or female? Let me know in the chat. We're going to get a male or female Heracross. I think it's a 50-50 chance, right? I think it's equal 50-50 for male versus female. All right, Draconic Sane male. I do prefer the male sprite. I gotta be honest. I know a lot of people like the female sprite with the heart horn, like there, right there. But I like the male better. I think it just looks more menacing. It looks, I don't know, something about those sharp horns. Saw Sonic 3 and it was amazing. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. I know a lot of people were excited about that movie. I binge watched Squid Games last weekend. Hey, I just saw that sub number go up. If that was you, please let me know. Oh, there you go. Rowlet. Rowlet, thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You prefer the male too, Alice? Nice. Yeah, Mino, let's see some new drawings. You know, I think it's possible. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to get cocky. I think it is possible we might hit 2K on the subs this year. That's going to be my goal. Let's try and hit 2K in 2025. Looks more like a stag beetle with the male horn. I agree. I agree. I mean, I think they're both awesome. But, yeah, if I had to choose one over the other, I'd go with the male. All right, let me take a look here. And there's that notification popping up right over my head. Rowlet, thank you so much for the sub. I don't know why Streamlabs is so, or Stream Elements is so delayed. Whoa! Okay, so Mino, I'm looking at the Gaming. That looks really good, dude. Let me take a look at the other one. Oh, nice. The Fennec Archer. That looks cool. Nice job. Can definitely do it. Well, with people like you, Jerry, I believe it. So I have found out that at least 2 of the giveaway prizes from the Christmas stream have been delivered, which is pretty awesome. 2 of them had to go overseas, so that might be next week. But yeah, I've gotten pictures. You know, it's especially with stuff like that that's made on a 3D printer. I got so paranoid about like if they were going to ship okay. Like I was like petrified that like they'd be delivered and they'd just be like broken up into like, you know, 100 pieces. But apparently they were packaged appropriately by my mom and I, and they arrived in one piece, so that's good. A rhino beetle, that would be cool. I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm not like an expert on different insect species. Because it makes me think of it. Would the Mega Heracross, would that be similar to a rhino beetle? I want to have the Gaming drawing finished before school starts Monday. You have some online friends to surprise. You got 2 days, man. I bet you'll do it. I don't know. Let me look it up. What does a rhino beetle look like? 501st Pokemon Legion. What's going on? Good to see you. Happy New Year. Yeah, I think it might be similar. I don't think it's maybe a direct copy of a rhino beetle, but I think it's pretty close. Just waking up? Yeah, it'd be that time. Oh my gosh, it was so hard getting back into my typical sleep cycle. I'm almost embarrassed to say this. I slept in yesterday. I had to work yesterday and I slept in. I usually get up at 5:45, talk to my dad at 6:30, and then, you know, talk to my mom and then get ready for work, and I'm out the door by like 7:45 to head to work. I didn't wake up until 6:46. I didn't wake up until 6:45. I slept in an hour yesterday. The science of insects, am I right? You're absolutely right, Alice. You got your Jumbo Citadel. Congratulations, Dragonic. I'm so happy you got it. And 146 checks. That is, well, that's over double odds. But, you got it. And you know what that tells me? Patience and perseverance. That's the key. You should be proud of that, man. Shiny Jumbo Citadel would be a good one. That is a good one. Are you going to keep it as a Citadel or are you going to evolve it? You didn't give up. You did not. You did not. You followed through. That's what I'm trying to do with this dang Lopunny. Your 10th Jumbo Shiny. That's crazy. I still don't have a single Jumbo Shiny. Let's see what else is going on. I am about to cross the 600 threshold of Pokemon Go Pokemon registered in the home decks. I'm at 590 right now, and I have at least 10 in Sword and Shield that I need to evolve. So I'll be hitting 600 this weekend on that. And let's see what else. This morning I beat the last gym I needed to in my replay of Pokemon Scarlet. I'm replaying Scarlet for the first time, and the reason is Shiny Rayquaza. What do I mean by that? I mean, 2 weeks ago they released the Shiny Rayquaza Terraden in Scarlet and Violet, and it made me think, what if this is the future of Shiny Legendaries in Gen 9? What if they will continue to release Shiny Legendaries in limited time events? If so, there's a possibility they might do a Terraden for Cubfu. In which case, I will need 3 Shiny Cubfu. I need one for Cubfu, I'll need one for Single Strike Urshifu, and one for Rapid Strike Urshifu. So, I needed to do a third playthrough, so I can get 3 of them. So, all I have left now is the... I haven't touched any of the Team Star bases yet. I gotta do the 5 Team Star bases, and then I can do the endgame stuff in the base game. And then I'll probably breeze through the DLC stuff just to get it done. It's a grind, but the reward is worth it. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I might have to go for one sometime. I don't know. I gotta figure out which jumbo I'd want. And that sub count just went up again. If that was you, please let me know. Getting closer to that 2K sub goal in 2025. We got 11 months and 26 days to do it. I think we might be able to do it. 361 days to get 116 subs. Might happen. But yeah, if that was you, please let me know. Alright, well, while I am talking about me, my least favorite subject, do you guys want to see what Shiny's got me for Christmas? Anyone interested in what Shiny sent me as a Christmas gift? If you guys say no, I won't show you. I completely understand. Eric, what's going on? And Villy, welcome on in. Happy New Year, Villy. Alright, okay, so when... Oh my gosh, sub count went up again! If that was you, please let me know. If you guys know Shinies, even but a little bit, you know that I was a little nervous when he said that he was sending me a Christmas gift. Who knows what it could have been. But I opened it up, and I gotta be honest, it was probably one of the most genuine, heartfelt, I was speechless. I was speechless. This is what he got me. It was such a sweet and meaningful thing. He got me a plaque. Let me turn off the light here on the camera so you guys can see it well. In recognition of Hefty for completing the Shiny Living Dex, July 28th, 2024. The day that I got the Tapu Lele and finished off my Shiny Living Dex. He got this plaque for me. And it's going to go up on the wall. We'll have in the background. Next to the eventual, YouTube play button. Ha ha ha. But yeah, I thought that was really sweet. Really sweet gift. I didn't even know what to say. That was very, very sweet. It's coming. I might be 93 by the time it happens, Billy, but it could happen. Did that sub count go up again, or am I imagining it? I don't know. But I can't believe we're already at 1885. 15 away from 1900. 115 away from our 2025 goal of 2000. Eric, did you get your package yet? I got a little nervous when I sent your package because I didn't know what your last name was, and I thought it would be like, I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable asking you what your last name was. So I sent it to Eric Notso, and I'm just hoping it got delivered. You and Dragonic got yours the same day. Yours had the intense mark as well as the Jobo mark. Nice, and 112. Dang, that's awesome. You guys are like twinsies, though. You guys are Jumbo Satotl twinsies. Haxorus and Satitan, both of them have personality marks. It's awesome. Nicholas Mulligan, hello to you. Hope you're having a good day. That's what Kem did? Nice. He sent to Jerry Notso. Oh my gosh, the sub count went up again. What is going on today? We've been streaming for half an hour. We've already gotten 4 new subs. This is Kooky Talk. Nicholas, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Had a ton of insane shiny moments, but the same day you got your Jumbo Satotl. You got not 1, not 2, but 3 shiny Satotl on screen at once. What even is your luck, Hassan? What even is that? You gotta stop hogging all the luck, man. I do remember when you got the Recluse Satotl. I do remember that. And the I was there live when you got the Recluse Fracture, I believe. Matthew Snyder, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. You got a second Recluse Satotl. What the heck, Hassan? Knock it off. Stop being better than me. 14 away from 1.9K. It's crazy, Cramorant fan. I can't believe it. Matthew, I haven't really had a chance to talk to you yet. How were the holidays? How's the family? Did the little one have a good Christmas? Snyder's in shambles, though. Only one not sick right now is the wife. Oh, no! Yuck. Shiny Mega Lopunny and Heracross are awesome. They are. I would like to have one someday. Pretty good. I had a great visit with my parents. Had miserable travel on the way there and the way back. But, you know, other than that, it was a great vacation. I'm really happy I came back when I did. I came back on Saturday, the 28th, and then I didn't go back to work until the 2nd. So I had a nice few days just kind of like unwind and relax and not do anything except like lay on the couch and catch up on shows. Loops, what's going on, buddy? Daughter picked up something at the sitter when your wife and you had a date after. Well, Matthew, that's what you get for going on a date. I did binge watch Squid Games on Monday. So I got that knocked out. I did not realize, I went into it somewhat blind. And when I say somewhat blind, I mean I knew it was the second season of Squid Games, and I knew it had 7 episodes. So I figured they were pulling the Stranger Things, and like they were going to show the first 7 episodes of season 2, and then like in a few weeks or a month or two, they released the rest of season 2. So I finished season 2 of, I finished episode 7 of season 2 of Squid Games, and then I got online to find out when the next episodes were coming out, just to find out that no, that was the entirety of season 2. But thankfully, season 3 is supposed to be coming out maybe this summer or this fall. But I was shocked that that's how they ended season 2. I'm not going to give away anything, no spoilers. I did not realize when watching it that that was the finale. But it was good. I was a little nervous about whether or not it would be good, or whether it was like, you know, one-shot wonder type thing where, like, you know, it would just pale in comparison to season 1. But I mean, I gotta hand it to them. We can have arguments all day long about how season 2 compared to season 1, but the fact of the matter is, I started episode 1 of season 2 Monday morning, and I did not do anything for the rest of the day until I finished episode 7. Totally bingeable. I couldn't stop watching. Check 32 coming up. Good luck, Shiny Cornholio. I hope it's shiny. Yeah, I had no idea it was only 7 episodes, but we watched a couple of the trailers. All I had seen, literally, were just like the little thumbnails on YouTube. Or not on YouTube, on Netflix. So, I mean, I had an idea of like a couple of things that might happen in the show, but no real idea. Zero sleep, beans on toast, and Newcastle win. Nice. Well, I'm really happy about the Newcastle win, and I'm somewhat happy about the beans on toast. But I hope you get some sleep, Loops. Matthew, going back on the second, the best part about that, going back to work on the second, is I woke up this morning feeling like it was Wednesday. But no, it's Saturday. That was awesome. Yesterday totally felt like a Tuesday instead of a Friday. Took you 2 to 3 days to finish season 2. I kind of wish, in retrospect, I wish I would have spaced it out a little bit. I didn't realize that that was all I was going to get for like at least a minimum of 6 months. I had the audacity to host a meeting on Thursday. I feel, yeah, we had a meeting on Thursday. We typically every Monday have a production meeting at 1 o'clock to go over everything that needs to be done for the week. So we came in on Thursday and no one had said anything. And then like mid-morning, the boss is like, "Are we having the meeting at 1?" And we're all like, we can, but we figured we were just going to have the meeting on Monday like normal. And he's like, "Oh, it doesn't have to be like a full-blown meeting. Let's just, you know, get together, talk about what's the priority, what needs to get done this week, and then we'll, you know, go back to regular schedule on Monday." And we're like, "Okay, sounds good." So I figured it's going to be like a 10-15 minute meeting. No, it still ended up being over an hour because everyone just wanted to talk about their time off. You know, which was fine. You know, I'm not going to complain about that. It was, you know, a very relaxed meeting, but it was just funny that a quick check-in meeting about what needs to happen on Thursday and Friday ended up being over an hour. And I was like, "Guys, Chem Nation's on right now. What are you doing to me?" Best part coming out of the meeting was that they finally figured out how to make the transcripts and teams of the meeting. So now you literally don't have to pay attention. Oh, nice. That's sweet, Matthew. So do you work remotely? Or is it other people work remotely, or what's up with that? So it sounds like Teams is your standard. Oh, you work from home? I didn't realize that. Or maybe I did and I forgot. I don't know. Yeah, I work in the office, which I don't mind. I got to be honest. I did the whole work from home thing over, over lockdown and all that, and I am self-aware enough to realize I get a lot more done when I'm in the office. When I work from home, it's just way too easy for me to get distracted. Um, I respect and admire people that can successfully work from home. Um, but I don't. I need that structure. I need that separation from my home. It's an email world nowadays. You can do that anywhere. Yeah, no, I mean I totally get it. The issue is that if I'm not in my office, I won't do it anywhere. I'll just find too many other things to do instead. Instead of like responding to emails immediately, I'll be like, I'll check my email again in an hour or two. When you get into the zone, you're much more productive at home, get bothered too much at the office. I understand that too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's some coworkers I have, and I love them all. They're wonderful coworkers. I'm very lucky to work with people I do. But some of them just don't understand how loud they speak. And my office in the building is like the epicenter. Like it doesn't matter where you are in the building, I can hear everything in my office. So it's doubly bad. Like these people are loud to begin with, and then it's super loud in my office, regardless of where they are. Um, so that gets frustrating. And then there's one guy in particular, great guy, but he comes in probably 2 to 3 times a day into my office, and it'll always start off with like he has a question about something or he needs something. Then he ends up sitting down and just like wants to shoot the breeze with me for like half an hour, and I'm just like, dude, I got stuff to do. And then by the time he leaves, I forget what I was working on. Every office has that guy. Sweet guy, awesome guy, very nice guy. Overstays his welcome. But we're about half and half. About half the company works in the office. The other half works from home. After lockdown, they basically kind of left it up to everybody. When we were all working from home back in 2020, the bosses were amazed that even though everyone wasn't being like managed, work still got done. And so the managing partners basically came to the decision like, look, as long as the work's getting done, we don't really care how it gets done. So they kind of like left it up to everybody to choose how they want to do it. And I chose, especially because it's just like maybe 3 miles from where I live. I'm just going to keep going to the office because it's easier for me to concentrate there. And then every Monday we had the production meeting in person at 1 o'clock. But I mean, there's a couple of my coworkers, a couple people that work there that like that 1 o'clock meeting is like the only time I see them during the week. Jerry, I'm glad you're happier with your job now. I know that was a point of stress for a while. Back in 21 or 22, HR put out a survey asking about thoughts on 100% in-office hybrid or work from home. Brutally in work from home favor. That's fair. At least management was able to realize the benefit of allowing you to choose. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There are certain, I don't know, days of the weeks, moods of the day where the managing partners kind of regret that decision because, like, for example, um, you know, I work in a fairly large building for the size of our company. It used to be a model home. And then now, after the housing bubble burst in 2008, it sat empty for a few years, and we were looking to expand, so we ended up buying this model home. So I mean, it's a huge house basically. My office is like the first floor master bedroom. or like is supposed to be. Like there's not like literally a bed in there or anything. So like we still pay a mortgage on it. We still pay, um, electric bills, heating bills, etc. And sometimes the boss get a little frustrated. They still have the same fixed cost every month when there's like three people there. Uh, oh, okay, Eric, you did get it. Good, 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 good. No, no, nothing to apologize for. No worries. I just want to make sure it arrived. I was getting a little nervous, but yeah, there's nothing to apologize for. I'm glad you got it. Yeah, Eric was one of our giveaway winners on the 25th. Eric got a nice set of Spider-Man coasters. Look at you though, Eric, just winning all sorts of things on YouTube. What was the card that got graded, or what was the graded card? Using it right now, nice. Yeah, Eric's just out here collecting all the prizes. Like we have this one guy at work. If he ever sees this, I'm gonna get in trouble. He's one of the managing partners, and he has like the nicest office in the building, and I don't think he's set foot in it in like 2 years. He's just sitting there empty, collecting dust. Like even when he does come to the office, he just sets up in the conference room. The status symbol, no one else is allowed to use it. Exactly. But yeah, Matthew, I think there has been talk going like just waffling back and forth about eventually maybe selling the building and just not even getting another office. There's a huge building in town. It used to be some sort of factory, and they refurbished it and made it all like business offices. And so you can like rent business offices. So there has been talk at one point of like selling the building and then just renting a meeting room like once or twice a week, for in-person meetings. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. Procrastinating starting the Spiritomb, Masuda Hunt, and Scarlet and Violet. Yikes! I feel that. I do not like Masuda and Scarlet and Violet, and like almost all the remaining Premier Ball shinies I need are Scarlet and Violet Masudas. You remember the stream all that much? You didn't even know you won. Your name was just highlighted all over the check. Crazy night. Now you're wondering where the card is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I chickened out. I was going to do a Premier Ball Masuda hunt for Spiritomb and Scarlet and Violet, and I chickened out and I went back to X and Y and did Friend Safari for it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Jerry, I think because Matthew's trying to complete the shiny living dex in Scarlet Violet, he's trying to get the entire Pokedex in Scarlet Violet, which is pretty incredible. That's something I've never done, believe it or not. Even though I have like, a billion shinies, I've never gotten all the shinies I can in a single game. Maybe whatever the next game is, maybe I'll do it for the next game. Just feels right to do it in Scarlet and Violet since it's so easy. Oh, and you have to Masuda version exclusive since you only have Violet, so you need 2 Drifloon and Stonejourner. And I'm assuming, Matthew, that you have those Pokemon to Masuda hunt, the exclusives. I'm assuming by now you have them on your Violet game, not the shiny, but just the regular ones. You believe you're doing home somewhere? Okay, all right. Just, I mean, I know it goes without saying, but you know, if you need anything, you can always hook me or hook me up. I can always hook you up. That's what I'm trying to say. Majority of your 530 shines from Scarlet and Violet. You got like 10 Sword and Shield. That's awesome, Eric. I saw you mention that number to Kim the other day. It's crazy that you've gotten that many now. Matthew, since you are like the smartest guy I know when it comes to Pokemon Go, can you confirm something for me? Dorian Dysart was telling me that during the community day tomorrow, there's going to be 4-star in-person only raids for Florigato. Is that correct? Oh yeah, Ultra Sun Ultra Moon's absolutely my favorite series of games to shiny hunt in. Gen 6 is pretty good too. Gen 6 is definitely pretty good, although it's a little bit it took a little bit of a ding when they got rid of the online because of the friend safaris in X and Y, and because of the what do they call them? Not Mirage Islands, but like the rotating island locations in Oris. Mirage spots. That's what they are. Thank you, Jerry. Mirage spots. Because it used to be if you were online, you could get like multiple Mirage spots per day, and now it's just like whichever Mirage spot. Like I think there's 2 standard. There's like 2 per day, and I don't even know if they change anymore. I feel like the last several times I've gone into Oris, it's been the same Mirage spots. I got to read up on that and find out like a workaround to get more of those. Not sure about the 4-star Florigato raids, but at the end of every community day for the last number of community days, there are raids at the middle stage Evo. Okay, raids hatch from blue and white striped eggs. Okay, so I've never done a 4-star raid. Now, obviously, Florigato is going to be a mono-type Pokemon. It's going to be a mono grass. But is that something that is like possibly soloable for someone that's level 40? Because if I can get a Florigato in a Premier Ball, I'm going to be the happiest boy there ever was. Coldeep, what's going on? Good to see you. It has been a while. It's been I think probably a couple weeks. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Don't know what tier the raid is and never done them? Oh, come on, Matthew. Wish they just put all the games on the Switch. You wouldn't mind Switch to be delayed till December if they gave us amazing content on the NSO and more remakes. I mean, I would love that too. I do think it is possible that at some point they will re-release the older gen games on a current gen console. But I would be floored. I would be shocked. I'd be happy, but I would be shocked if it's ever like a standard part of like the NSO. I think if they ever do it, it is going to be a downloadable purchase from the store. I don't think it'll ever be part of, like, for example, we got the Game Boy Advance now available via NSO. And then the Game Boy, well, the NSO Plus or whatever it's called. And we have the Game Boy on the standard NSO. I don't think we're ever going to get the Gen 1 through 3 games for free on the NSO package. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I do feel like eventually we will have downloadable, purchasable versions of the games. Coldeep, I'm doing well. New Year's going well so far. How about yourself? Not expect Gens 1 through 3 to be free ever? Yeah, me either. Me either. One, greed. And I'm not saying it's not understandable. I'm not judging whether or not the greed is appropriate. Uh, but two, and I don't know, maybe there is a way to um, turn off the what do you call it? Like the rewind feature in NSO. I don't know if there's like a special name for that. But you know how like you can like rewind your gameplay in the NSO games? I can't imagine they would ever have that for Pokemon games because like I could do a trade with Matthew, right? I could trade Matthew a shiny and then rewind my game and get the shiny back. So I don't understand how they would possibly get around that. I could run into a shiny, and if I fail, that one doesn't surprise me as much. I was gonna say I could run into a shiny, fail it, rewind it, and get it again, but I mean, you can kind of do that now in these games. Just save before you encounter it. Like how they separated the rated M games from N64, two different apps. Maybe they'll try this more for a Pokemon section. Could be. Why would you give something away for free when you know most of your customer base will purchase it? Exactly. Like I said, I'm not making a judgment on that greed. I'm not saying whether that greed is unnecessary or not, but yeah, money. Yeah, PLA and Scarlet Valley, we do have that. Yeah, but the fact, like the biggest thing for me is the trading, right? With the trading, I mean, you want to talk about clone glitches? I mean, you could just clone Pokemon for days doing that, and you wouldn't even have to have any sort of crazy setup. It would just be a standard trade, and then you rewind, and then you trade again, and then you rewind. You would clone all the time using action replay and XY. Yeah, Eric, exactly. Basically, a built-in action replay. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm already taking advantage of that in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I can't believe it's working in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Hey, thank you for the new sub. Just saw that number go up. Thank you very much. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, one of the base mechanics is that when you defeat Pokemon, there's a chance that they will join your team. They'll ask to be, part of your team. And there's different percentages for each Pokemon. And so, you can go through and like fight, hundreds of Pokemon before you finally get one of them to be on your team. But using the rewind method, or the rewind feature, you can just fight a Pokemon. If it doesn't ask to join your team, rewind, burn a turn, beat it again. It doesn't ask to join your team, rewind, burn another turn, defeat it, see if it has to be your. So, like, that's what I've been doing in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Like, I'm recruiting every new Pokemon I see on the first time I see them because I'm just doing that over and over and over until they want to join. It's kind of like a permutation method because the move, like, there's, I don't know how to describe it. Like, if I defeat a Pokemon and it doesn't join and I rewind and I do the same action again, it won't join. But if I do something else, then the determined outcome is different. You get, like, does that make sense? You know what I mean? So like, if I like hit it and KO it, doesn't want to join, I rewind. Instead of hitting it on that turn, I just like, attack the air to the side. And then my next turn I hit it. And then if it doesn't join, I rewind, do that again, adding an additional turn each time until it joins. And then I think also it varies on which move you use. So like if I use like a Mud Slap this turn and that doesn't work, I can rewind and use a Tackle instead. I think that might switch it up too. Any plans for this year at Cold Deep? Yeah. So apparently I'm going on a vacation with my mom. She was all about that this past week, talking about it. So I need to get a passport. That's the first thing. I gotta get a passport because I think we're going to Mexico. That's what she wants to do. Kieran, thank you. Thank you for, as always, taking what I said in 4,000 words and saying the exact same thing in 5 words. I appreciate that, Kieran. And Happy New Year, Kieran. Mewtwo, Happy New Year to you. My other goal is I'd like to hit 2,000 subs this year. We're off to a good start. We've already gotten 5 in an hour on the first stream of the year. So if we keep this up, I think we can hit 2,000 subs. Different combinations. Yeah, that would be the better way to say it. Thank you, Kieran. That rambling actually made my throat a little sore. My mom's good, Coldy. Thanks for asking. Just talked to her this morning. She was going to yoga. Fido event is live. Ooh, I didn't know that was starting today. Is it in the wild, or is it raids, or is it research, or what is it? Because all I got here is a Growlithe, a Poochyena, a Ghastly, and a Chansey. Or is it the global challenge thing? Where do you shiny hunt Weedle, Masuda? It's available in the wild, but no horde availability. Jerry, I did the Weedle family in Let's Go. Finally completed Mythical Island. Also got your first LB Immersive Day. Congratulations, Mewtwo. You're seeing a few Fido in the... Okay, I do see a Fido on the nearby. I do see that. Yes. And I'm seeing a showcase for biggest Meowscarada. That's interesting. Surprised that's showing up today, not tomorrow. Second to last card you need was Coughing out of all things? That's crazy. Yeah, Jerry, I'm not sure in Gen 6 where the best place would be to hunt Weedle. Ah, Coldeep, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for finding the channel and sticking around. It's always nice to have you here. Super excited. I need 4 more hearts for my buddy to become a best buddy. That will be my 4th out of 10 best buddies. I'm excited. There are no luxury balls. There are no luxury balls, Jerry. It's just the 4 basic balls. It's just Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra... I'm sorry, 5. Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball, and Premier Ball. As far as I remember. You've fully gone back to playing Apex now and not finished Mythical Island. Just really want a gold Charizard. I get you, Kieran. I've been doing the same thing, especially with the login bonuses of giving you free packs of Mythical Island. I've been using my my hourglasses on Genetic Apex because I still don't have a single gold card. Jerry, let me look into that and get back to you on the best way to do Weedle. You have 5 best buddy shiny Lopunnies? Seriously? That's crazy. I think the next buddy I'm going to work on is one of the ones that has a buddy requirement to evolve. There's still a handful of those that I haven't registered the evolution of the decks because I haven't made them a buddy yet. I'm trying to think. Like Florges. I don't have a Florges yet, so I might make one of my Floettes a buddy. I don't have an overquill yet, so I might make a Hisuian Quillfish a buddy. Like, I want to make the rest of my buddies, like, count. For the first 4, I basically just took people that already were buddies, and just, worked on them to get them to best buddies. You can prepare for level 42 first. I'm still level 40. I don't know when I'm ever going to hit the requirement of catching 200 Pokemon in a day. I don't know. I feel like that's probably pretty easy for a lot of people, but for the way I play the game, that's insane. I think the most I've ever done is like 75. And that's during like a Go Fest or a community day. What are the requirements for level 42? There's a level you need 35 platinums? Dang. I wonder how many platinums I have. Probably not enough. One, 2, 3. Yep, 3. I have 3. No, wait, I'm sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 platinums. Sounds like torture. Sometimes it is, Kieran. I need to evolve Eevee into every Evolution, Espeon, Umbreon, and Sylveon required buddy requirements. That's true. That's true. I could do those. Not evolve them, but just get them ready. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, guys, I gotta make a list of which Pokemon I need other than Overquill and Florges. Yeah, I've used the name tricks. I was very thankful. I can't. Oh, it was for this challenge I'm doing with Pokemon Home. I actually never used the name tricks for Espeon, Umbreon, and Sylveon. I got them the legit way. And when I was working on my Pokemon Go home decks, I was like, all right, well, I need to get Espeon, Umbreon, Sylveon, and I tried it, and I was able to evolve them. So I was excited. I was like, oh, nice. But yeah, I did use them up. Oh my gosh, what's going on, JJ? Good morning to you. You're the Terminator, you come to extract your data. Yeah, I'm not really on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in, oh my gosh, 9 years? It's been that long. Well, just over 8 years. Just over 8 years since I've been on Facebook. At the end of this year, it'll be 9 years. Facebook belongs to the boomers now. I just have no interest in it. You know what got me, Matthew? You know what got me? I was actually on Facebook for a while, and then for a long while, and then I stopped really getting on Facebook a whole bunch. But what got me was eventually I started getting emails from Facebook. I started getting emails from Facebook that said, hey, you haven't been on Facebook in a while. Here's what you've missed. And it's like a little digest version of your, what do you call it? Your feed or your timeline or your whatever name they have for it. And it's things like, you know, so-and-so posted this picture of a cake. And so-and-so said this about the government. And so-and-so... so-and-so's dog had a birthday. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. And I know, like, you know, someone's gonna say, oh, you can go into your settings and turn that feature off where they don't email you. But that wasn't the point. The point was, like, there is nothing that Facebook offers me at this point that I care about. So I just stopped, and I deactivated my account for several years. Unfortunately, I did have to reactivate it because of work, but I never do anything on it. But I needed to actually have an active account to do some things for work. Am I Brett Sims? Unfortunately, Mewtwo, I am not Brett Sims. Anyway, that's my little rant about Facebook. And from some things I've seen on YouTube, doesn't seem like I'm missing too much nowadays. Other than AI photos that old people think are real. It's not that work makes me use my personal Facebook account, Matthew. It's that Facebook requires a personal Facebook account in order to do certain things. Which, don't get me started. Don't even get me started. But like, even a business account needs to be tied to an actual personal account. So like, I don't do work stuff on my personal account, but I can't do the business stuff without the business account being tied to my personal account. Ari, what's going on? Good morning to you. I'm Brett without The Sims. That's right. Never played The Sims, not even once. That's a lie. I used to like The Sims a lot. But yeah, I was one of those people that would lock the door to the bathroom and not give them any experience in cooking food, and then watch as they wet themselves and burn to death when they cause a fire in the oven, and laugh. Roller Coaster Tycoon. I had a friend that played that religiously. I could never get into those types of games. Facebook joined MySpace for you. I had a MySpace account for about 9 hours. Years after MySpace started to become a thing, and I refused to get MySpace, I finally, one night, it was like the night of a wedding that I went to, and everyone was talking about it. And people I hadn't seen in quite a while were at the wedding, and I was talking to them at the reception and everything. I was like, I get back to my hotel room. I'm like, fine, I'll finally create a MySpace page. So I made the MySpace page and I went to bed. And I woke up the next morning and I had one friend request, or whatever they were called on MySpace. I knew it was this person from college that I couldn't stand. Like, was not a fan of this person. They creeped me out. They were kind of they gave off kind of like stalkery vibes in college. And less than 9 hours after creating a MySpace page, they found me and sent me a friend request, and I immediately deleted my MySpace page. Facebook is okay for you? I don't know. It's so hypocritical of me to say. I'm just not a fan of social media. And I know that I'm literally streaming on YouTube right now while I'm saying this, but I'm just not a fan of social media. Like, YouTube and Discord is basically it for me. Zanga was your first social media. I don't think I've even ever heard of that. I guess my first social media was classmates.com, but it was the free version, so I could see all my friends that had classmates.com accounts, but I couldn't message them. Chem Nation, what's going on? Chem, good morning to you. Cheers to you, Chem. You like the memes, just hide all the posts from your family members? Harry, I'm glad you do that, because you know how few memes I know, and I rely on you to educate me. So I am happy that you use Facebook for the memes, if nothing else but to keep me relevant. Like a knockoff of Hershey's, like Hershey's chocolate? Hershey, Pennsylvania? Who remembers Friendster? I never signed up for a Friendster account, but I remember that was a thing. Mewtwo, you're the same. You just use YouTube and Discord. Yeah, I feel like with YouTube and especially with Discord, certainly with Discord, I feel like it's easier to control what content you're seeing. Day is passing, you switch time, but the strong spawns aren't respawning. Okay, so first off, Hassan, thank you for the new light goal. Chem is like rubidium, explosive. Nice. That's a good chemistry joke. Um, all right, so I'm assuming you're talking about you're trying to set up a tyrant strong spawn hunt. Is that correct? Yeah, but you can't find the spawns. Okay. Um, I know there's one in particular. I can remember one specifically. Hey, a good morning, Hefty Mom. It's cold there. Back from yoga. It was a good class. What have you missed? Just talking about random stuff. No shinies yet. 6 Degrees, widely considered to be the first social media platform, launched in '97. I don't know that one. 97, I would have been in Germany at the time. Depending on what part of '97. First half of '97, I was in Germany. Second half, I was in Pennsylvania. I don't remember that one. You remember when Facebook just had just ended the rule where you need a dedicated college email to even sign up for an account? You made an account when you were like 11. I remember that too, Ari, except I was 23. I think. But yeah, I was upset because I was still friends with a lot of people in college, and they all had Facebook accounts, but I couldn't have Facebook account because I didn't have a college email address, and I was angry about that. I didn't think it was fair. I felt that it was unfair discrimination. And then they opened it up, and then I got a Facebook account. And then later on, like several years down the road, I was like, yeah, I don't want this anymore. The Mythical Island Mew icon looks so cool. It does. Yeah, Mom, I don't think you want Chem Nation's coldness. Twitter is still by far your favorite meme hub. But Matthew, Twitter doesn't exist anymore. What are you talking about? You like that college photo I had of myself? Me too. Believe it or not, I never got into Vine. I had a lot of friends that were huge into Vine, and they would show me Vines. But I never got into Vines. Yeah, they do respawn, Hassan. I don't know why they haven't respawned yet. What you might want to do is like all right, Hassan, do you remember how to set up a strong spawn hunt? Like the whole deal with like you encounter the Pokemon, you run away, you change the date back a day, you go into a den, you look for other players, then you change the date forward a day, and then go back to the game and quit the den, and then you reset the game. Yeah, is when we like didn't I'm not sure if he still does, but didn't Elon like for a long time still call it Twitter too? That's not my point. Is like I know you haven't found the Tyrant yet, but I think even just doing that, minus the actual encountering the Pokemon, if you do that process, that should reset all the strong spawns. More that you can avoid Elon, the better. Same here. Really like Geomancy White Herb. I don't know what that means. Oh wait, is that a Pokemon X joke? Is that a Xerneas joke? Had that clown blocked for years. Dude, I remember several years ago when everybody thought Elon Musk was so cool, and the whole time I've been saying like, you guys don't know, you don't get it. We are watching his villain origin story. I never liked that dude. He always seemed weird to me. Alright, Hassan, here's what I want you to do. I want you to, while you're playing the game, hit the home button. Actually, we'll just do it here. No, we won't. I want you to hit the home button, change the date back a day. Then go back into the game. Let me know when you do that. I'm not positive this will work, but like I think this will work. Logically, I think this will work because it's the same way we do this to set up strong spawn hunts. We're just not actually encountering a Pokemon right now. All right, you're back in the game. Now, find a Dynamax den that is active. Either search for one that's got the beam of light or throw a wishing piece in. Always seemed like you had that Lex Luthor vibe, had two faces, villain side and face for the public. Exactly, Jared. Exactly. So yeah, either find an active den or make an active den. Okay. Now go into the den and hit the, search for other players button. I'm assuming you're offline. But go like you're actually gonna do the den and you're searching for other players. While you're in that, while it's searching, hit the home button, change the date forward a day. So you're back on the correct date. We went back a day, now we're gonna go back forward a day. So you'll be on the same date you started at. You have to convince someone Elon Musk was a deodorant company. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, now quit out of the Dynamax den, Hassan. Just spam B, get back out. By the way, this method also works for the merchants that have different items each day. Okay, now save the game and reset. Elon Musk. I'll tell you what, I would not enjoy that fragrance. So if this worked, and I feel like it should, if this worked, that will reset all the strong spawns in the game. Wish you could remove that comment, right? You know he's used that phrase at least twice. Of course, yeah, he probably has. To be honest, I'm surprised that Elon Musk hasn't been released yet as a product. Sulfur dioxide deodorant. I'm guessing that would not smell good. Can't believe we're over 1900 on this bunny. It worked? Nice. Perfect. Perfect. That's good to know. But yeah, I remember when I was trying to get all the different suites to evolve Milcery into Alchemy, and it was I think it's the star and the... Not the flower. There's two suites that you can't get in the base game. You can only get them from one of the vendors in Crown Tundra, but they have a set amount of items per day. So you have to check in every day. And that same method that Hassan just used to reset all the strong spawns, that same method that I use to get these hunts set up will also work for those vendors. I have a faulty printer. Can you walk me through the process to fix it next? No. Brick Wallkeeper, over 1900 checks. Have you tried just getting a shiny? That's a good idea, Brick. I will try that now. Ribbon. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, Star and Ribbon. Star and Ribbon Sweets. The only way to get duplicate of those items is from a vendor in Crown Tundra. There we go. Brick's got it. Step 1, determine the problem. Step 2, fix it. That's all you need to do. Thanks, Brick. Yeah, Brick Wallkeeper is who I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. Obviously one of our mods, also one of my actual in real life coworkers. I was talking to him yesterday, and he started playing TCG Pocket. And he's too shy to say it because he has an issue with talking to people, even online. But Brick is looking for friends on TCG Pocket, but he's too shy to ask. So, you know, we're not a big enough channel to worry about spamming the chat with messages. So if you guys want to give Brick your friend codes, he won't say it, and he'll probably punch me on Monday, but I know that he would appreciate it. Because the dude literally had 0 friends until yesterday, which is just sad. Brick, I refuse to add you mainly because I don't play. I mean, that's a good reason, Matthew. What if Brick posts his code and we add him? That would probably be the smarter play, Jerry. Yes, it is. It is the smarter play. Brick, post your code. Working on it. Jerry, you're so dang smart. What is Brink's code? To secure our customers' houses and money with no thought of our own prosperity. That's the Brink's code. Here we go. There's a Brick's friend code in TCG Pocket. Respect for one another, respect for Brinks and its stakeholders, respect for our customers in the marketplace, and respect for our communities. Is that the actual Brinks code, Matthew? That's good. I'm impressed. Whether you looked it up or whether you thought that up, either way, that is good. Google came in clutch, nice. Your sneeze has so much recoil. That's right, teamwork makes the dream work. Alright, I'm going to take the HERACROSS up to 950, and then I'm going to go on a quick break. You said that like Michael Scott extemporaneously stating his mission statement. Exactly. And Chem Nation, dang you for making me to read the word extemporaneously out loud. I'm going to get you back for that. Come on, where is this Lopunny? By far the longest hunt we've done in this challenge. Messing around. I'm trying my best, Matthew. Remember the first time I heard someone say teamwork makes the dream work, and you thought they were quoting Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2 and activate all two of your neurons. Nice. Then you learned it was just a saying. Maybe the saying came from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2. Maybe they were the first ones to put that rhyme together. Yeah, totally. Totally. So glad your Shalfalop was under odds now. Thanks for rubbing it in, Mewtwo. Appreciate that. Shalfalop sounds like absolute gibberish. As does most Pokemon related words. You want to give me your luck? Okay, we'll do it. Heracross and no Lopunny. Okay, I'm gonna go on a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Guys, hang out, chit chat, listen to the music, just vibe out or whatever you kids do nowadays. I'll be back in a few minutes. Mr. Matthew Schneider will be in charge while I'm gone. I'll be right back. No way, Cam, you got the Blastoise. I still haven't gotten it. I've got 2 Volcarona, 2 Eevee, and a Minccino. I'm hoping to get the Blastoise today, but congratulations, Cam. I'm glad you finally got it. All right, I'm back. Hey, Maddie P, what's going on? Thank you, Mewtwo. Shiny Badge Quest. I mean, it's crossed my mind. It's crossed my mind. I've been thinking of some things to do this year on the channel. You know, depending on when ZA comes out. But I've been thinking about doing some stuff. Week's been pretty good, Matt. How about you? Which game would I be interested in SPQing? I mean, the simple answer would be something like Let's Go or Scarlet Violet. If I wanted to get real crazy, we could do Sword and Shield or BDSP. I am still somewhat limited. You know what? I could do. I keep forgetting I have the Game Boy Operator. We could do. We could do a Gen 3 game. XY in Honor of Legends. I wish I could, but I mean, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that for me, I don't think I would be able to put on a good stream with like a camera focused on my 3DS. I think I would botch that up badly because I don't think I have good enough equipment to do that. Pokemon Day is it the 26th, 28th of February? I know it's like 27th of February. I know it's like towards the end of February. Like last few days of February. It's not you, it's me exactly. Well, because I know there are other streamers that do stream like Game Boy or DS or 3DS games and just have like a camera like pointed at the device. But I think to do that properly, like you got to have some good equipment, and I don't think like my camera that I have would be good enough for that. I don't think the quality would be very high. But like we could do a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance game, or we could do Let's Go. Let's Go would be fun. I can't tell you the number of times I've just randomly encountered a shiny Pokemon in Let's Go just doing a playthrough. The two I did for this challenge, the two playthroughs I did in order to get the starters and Mewtwo for this challenge, I got 3 on one game. I got a Weedle, a Caterpie, and a Rattata. And on the other game, I got a Jinx. What are you ugging, Ari? Are you ugging me? Oh, it's like a whole. Oh, okay, yeah. The Pokemon Day, yeah, 2 months away. I know. And I mean, at this point, I'm not expecting to hear anything about Legends ZA until Pokemon Day, and it doesn't make sense to me that they would drop any info now instead of just waiting the extra 2 months. Shinies, what's up? I was showing everybody towards the beginning of the stream. I'll show everybody else because we got some new people in here. Shiny sent me a sent me a Christmas gift. And I was really nervous to open it because who knows what Shinies could have possibly sent me. But it was actually one of the genuinely sweetest and meaningful gifts I've ever gotten. If you guys weren't here to see it before, I'll show it to you. Shiny sent me a plaque. It says, in recognition of Hefty for completing the Shiny Living Dex July 28th, 2024, when I got the Shiny Tapu Lele and completed my Shiny Living Dex. And I just think that's super awesome. So thank you again, Shinies. You got 2 different commercials before a gen drop, right, Ari? I remember those days. Yeah, I know, Cam. It was like surprisingly thoughtful coming from Nick. But that will eventually go in the back here. I think over the next week, I'm going to rearrange this whole thing because it's just getting unwieldy. Like there's so much other stuff that I want to put up too. So I think I'm going to start over. No one would ever believe me unless I have a plaque. That's true. I have a plaque saying that I completed the Shiny Living Dex. Therefore, it has to be true. Hassan, no worries, buddy. I'm glad I could help out. I'm glad it worked. What's up, Ari? You're impressed? I know, right, Hefty Mom? And it was issued by someone that isn't you. Like, I have a trophy saying I won my 8th grade spelling bee even though I was not the victor. The victor! Yeah, that would be like that'd be like having a mug that says "World's Best Boss," and then turns out that you just bought it yourself from Spencer's Gifts. I used to work at Spencer's Gifts. I have some crazy stories from working at Spencer's Gifts. I have stories from Spencer's Gifts I should not tell on stream. Some wild clientele at Spencer's Gifts. Interesting people buying interesting products from Spencer's Gifts. Did you get fired for eating all of Phyllis's pastas? Yeah, exactly. Tyrant has the same gender ratio as the starters, 1 and 8. Um, do all the fossils have that? I'm honestly not sure. You don't want to know. You don't, Mom. You don't want to know some of the stories. But just remember, Mom, it wasn't me. It was the customers. I was a good boy when I worked at Spencer's Gifts, but some of the customers were strange. All the fossils are 1 and 8. Okay. Mama's boy hefty. I mean, yeah, I'm a mama's boy. I'll admit it. I talk to my mom every day. All right, where's the shiny at? Both genders of Tyrant are fine with you. Female for rarity and male because blue icon, blue shiny, blue Pokeball. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Oh my gosh, Matthew, could be. I never thought about that. That could be. Maybe that's why starters are so rare in the wild. Even in the games when starters are in the wild, they're rare. You know what I mean? That's interesting, Matthew. I don't think that's intentional, but makes me think. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead before I turn the light on the camera back on. Let's open some packs. So I'm trying to get the full art Executor in Mythical Island. It's the last full art card I need, or standard full art or whatever. I don't know the terminology. The not rare full arts. Executor is the last one I need. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. We got a Flabebe, Rapidash, we got a Finneon, we got a Mankey, and a Luminion. Luminion, okay. Let's open up another. Here we go. Old Amber, Larvesta, Mythical Slab, and Celebi EX. Not what I was looking for, but a cool card. Definitely a cool card. Is Amber a young Amber? She's I'd say she's yeah, she's a young Amber. She will eventually become an old Amber, and then hopefully she'll reach her final stage and become an Aerodactyl. Rebecca Davis, what's going on? Rebecca Davis, I'm supposed to call you a different name, and I can't remember what it is. I gotta be honest. You gotta remind me. It's been a while. You know what? Let's open up one more. We'll open up one more. Pidgeotto, Scolipede, Salazzle, Primeape, and Volcarona. Dang it! I keep getting Volcaronas in this and the promo packs. You don't remember the other name? Okay, how about you let me know what I'm supposed to call you? I feel like there was another name I was supposed to call you, but what do you want me to call you? If you say Rebecca, I'm going to feel like an idiot. But that's okay. I usually feel like an idiot. Just one more. Gamer mode activated. Exactly. How unfortunate that the dinosaur Amber will become isn't even a true dinosaur. Very unfortunate. Scolipede is a cool Pokemon. It has a great shiny. I think the whole line has great shinies. Venipede, Whirlipede, and Scolipede. Those blue rings are just awesome. Rebecca's fine? Alright, I'll call you Rebecca. I could have sworn, there's so many people that come in here and they're like, they'll have like a name and they're like, oh, I'm using my parents' account, my name, you can call me whatever. And I try and keep track of all those, but I can't. And for some reason, Rebecca, I thought you were one of them. I apologize. There was someone who wanted to be called something else. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's all good. Well, thank you for understanding, Rebecca. I hope you're having a good Saturday, though. All right, where is this shiny? We're getting close to birth years on the Lopunny. Anyone here born in 1941? It's actually snow outside. We got a little bit of snow too. We didn't get any snow in the last 3 weeks, and then we had a random white squall yesterday. Like, I left work and everything was fine, and then like an hour later, I got a weather alert saying like, oh, the squall warning's been extended to 6:45, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And I look out the window and there's just like snow everywhere, but it's mostly gone now. You're born in 970. You are one of the ancient ones. Yeah, white squall about a month ago. Wild stuff. It really is. You got all the way to Verdant Turf Town, caught a Whismur when your Sapphire card. decided to freeze, so you had to do from the Wind Straight house to the tunnel over again. Aw, dang, I hate that. Sorry to hear that, Mia, but other than that, I hope you're having a great day so far. Wait, did the Heracross not go up? Did the Heracross encounter not go up? Hefty's great granddad was your good friend. You went to school in the year 500 BC. That's crazy. I did. It was 969 when you said 970. Okay, all right. You see, you were the one that threw me off, Ari. My goodness gracious. Predictions for when Tyrant shines. I'm going to say, Asan, you're going to continue your amazing luck streak, and I'm going to say it'll be 473. Get wrecked, sucker. You got me. It's a workday later, so you'll be mid, but other than that, it's fine. That's why you adore digital, though. Yeah, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. I still prefer physical, but I mean, there are certainly some advantages to digital, absolutely. So last weekend, after I got home and I was just being a lazy bum on the couch for like 5 days straight, I started playing a game that I haven't played in years. I don't know if anybody else ever played this. I reactivated my account for DC Universe Online, the MMORPG. It takes place in the DC Comics universe. I haven't played that in years, and I reactivated my account, and all my characters were still there. So I immediately deleted all those characters and started from scratch. And so now I'm playing as a hero. Um, he has gravity and time warping abilities. He has agility, and he wields dual pistols. I named him Bullet Tim, like Bullet Time, but Bullet Tim. And I think he's level 22 now. That game still seems to be going pretty strong after all these years. I didn't realize until this past weekend that City of Heroes and City of Villains shut down, and like 10 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long since I had played. But City of Heroes and City of Villains was a lot of fun. I'm still waiting for them to come out with a legit Marvel MMORPG. Physical looks great on the shelf, but little to no malfunction is God tier digital perk. That's true. Bullet Brett sounds so cool. That Bullet Brett's a pretty good name. Sir Ralph McCutts, what's going on? Good to see you. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of hoping that the shiny Lopunny doesn't show up until 1980. Burly Brett. That is a name I have never been called, Eric. Not even once. Spiritomb hatch animation is sick, but you feel like it almost causes the game to crash. I can't remember it. It's been a while. Like, I remember watching Razzie hatch Spiritomb eggs and getting the shiny on like the third hatch and realizing he forgot to put it in a luxury ball. But I don't remember what the animation was like. Watch it shine in 1979 out of spite? Oh, it probably will. Broken Brett. I've been called that. I've called myself that. Lop is pink and one of the Pokemon with pants, so maybe. That's true. It is pink and has pants. Or ripped fishnets. Something like that. Yeah, they're so much faster than running around waiting for Tyrant to spawn, right? Exactly. $3 minutes without seeing a Tyrant? That's just yucky. I don't know if anyone is here for the first time ever. If you are, and if you're feeling a little chatty, and you want to say hi, I will say hi back. Bakery Brett, he's got the cake. He does. I once had cake by the ocean. Cake. What's everyone's favorite cake? My favorite cake would be red velvet. And welcome new people. Carly's cat, so Binks bread. Binks bread, that's a good name. Chocolate on chocolate. Played Crash Bandicoot yesterday and don't know if it's just because you didn't grow up with it, but to you it was a little meh. That's how I felt about Banjo-Kazooie. Now, like, Banjo-Kazooie definitely was not before my time, but I never played Banjo-Kazooie on the N64. It wasn't one of the games I had, and so I never played it until it was released on the Switch, the Switch NSO, and it was alright. But I don't know. I never played the Crash games. I have watched Dorian Dicer play the Crash games. They look fun, but it's always just fun watching Dorian play anything. So I'm not sure if I played Crash how much I would enjoy it, but I certainly enjoy watching Dorian play it. The thing with Banjo-Kazooie, maybe I would like it more if I didn't get so stuck in that game. There is, and I don't think I'm too far into it. There's one level in Banjo-Kazooie. It's like partially underwater. Like, I think it's like a level, like there's a submarine or there was a submarine or something, and I can't figure out how to beat it. There's Dorian Dysart. Good morning, buddy. Yeah, I mean, by no means am I saying Banjo is a bad game, but playing it for the first time in my mid-40s, I would say I don't have the affinity for it that people that may have played it when it first came out did. I mean, but to be fair, like, I remember I picked up Super Mario All-Stars, 3D All-Stars for the Switch, and I could not play Super Mario 64. I played Super Mario 64 nonstop when I was a kid. Ask Hefty Mom. I used to play Super Mario 64 on the N64 nonstop. It was like one of my favorite games ever. I can't play it anymore. The controls and the camera, it's just too frustrating for me. Dialogue is cringy. Well, I'm going to go on maybe a hot take here, but I find dialogue in pretty much any video game to be pretty cringy. Why do I hate beloved nostalgia game Banjo-Kazooie? I don't know, Ari. I'm just a terrible person. Your favorite part's the silly sound effects, though? It does have good sound effects. Dorian is your favorite Dwayne. Anybody remember Dwayne Wayne? Whatever happened to him? SM64 is so clunky, but you love it. I mean, I will always think of Super Mario 64 as one of the greatest games ever created. And I'll always look back fondly on my time playing it. But I can't play it anymore in the same way that I can't play Pokemon Red or Blue anymore. I went back and played Pokemon Blue maybe 6 months ago. I couldn't even get to Brock just because I've become so used to all the quality of life changes over the past 25 years. I could not play Blue anymore. I'm playing it, you're like 18 stars in. Nice. Danity Kane. I'm not sure who that is or what that is, Ari. Send me a video. I'm assuming you learned from a video. Send me the video. I want to learn. He retired from basketball. Wasn't there another Dwayne Wayne, though? Hold on. You're right. Dwayne Wayne was a basketball player, but I feel like there's another one that was an actor. Oh my gosh. No, I'm an idiot. Dwayne Wayne was a fictional character on a different world, played by Kadeem Hardison. Wow, that's embarrassing. Whatever happened to Kadeem Hardison? Yeah, Sir Ralph McCutch. That's who I was thinking of. Flipped. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Of all the embarrassing things I've ever said, that's not even the top 5. Definitely don't go back and watch the stream where I hatched a shiny Dreepy. Pokemon need to go into every title knowing this is what I can do in the game and this is what I can't because they're all different. Yeah, exactly. You're barely listening. No idea who Dwayne Wayne was. Dwayne Wayne was a fictional character on the 80s/90s sitcom A Different World, which is a spin-off of The Cosby Show. The character of Dwayne Wayne was played by actor Kadeem Hardison. I've never played basketball with Dorian Dysart. I don't have a follow-up for that. I just thought I'd say it. The Sun and Moon, for example, you need to go in knowing that 1,000 plus cutscenes are completely and utterly unskippable. You know what? I understand why a lot of people give Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon grief about the cutscenes. I get it, but I don't think it was that bad. You'd forgotten that you'd seen the movie Anaconda when it came out and it was so spooky to you, but anyway, you saw that Netflix preview clip of it and you said, holy shoot, they were so inspired by Lost. In some cases, in some scenes, obvious. Ari, we need to get you back on Netflix. Dwayne Wade is Dwayne Wade is the basketball player. Dwayne Wayne is the character from Different World. What's up, FD Dad? Your voice is just shot. Mia, do you read the cutscene dialogue? Catch you in table tennis or foosball? Playing the foosball? Making up the downstairs bed. Uh-oh. What did you do that you are in charge of making up the beds now? You were able to randomly log into Netflix again? Okay, Ari, you and I need to have a serious conversation later today. I'm not even joking. Just helping? Well, that's nice of you. I haven't said anything because I didn't want to like guilt you into anything because I know that the circumstances were out of your control. So it'd be unfair to like, you know, harp on it. But it's been killing me, Ari. Used to win bank at bars back in the... Wow. Give it up to me, guys. I want some credit that I read that first part of that sentence without screwing it up. I used to win bank at bars back in the day when they had foosball tables. Crazy good at defense. You know what they say? The best offense is a good defense. Right? That's what they say? It was lame. Then you were able to log back in. You're going through some tumultuous stuff, so you weren't feeling it at the moment, but now you're back. Nice. Yeah, we'll be talking, Ari. You're a top one, Brett, to you. Well, I appreciate that, me too. Rule 1 in fighting games, just don't get hit. That's true. You wanted to have a recording of the story beats, so you've been acting out the cutscenes. That's neat. The only thing I've ever done close to that was the first year that my channel was live. We did a playthrough of the original Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo, and I read all the dialogue and gave different voices to all the characters. And by different voices, I mean like I slightly changed the voice a little bit for each character. And that I gotta be honest, it was silly, but it was silly fun. It was a fun time. That was peak hefty content. It's all been downhill since then, Ari. That was the peak. 4 seconds. You're already... Wait, Hassan, you've already done 473 checks? Oh, you're probably... Yeah, you're probably counting the ones that you encountered before you set up... before you set up the reset. It's been awful to get better. I'm going to try my best, Ari. Like I said, I've been working on some ideas of content to do this year after we finish this challenge. Versus PB was peak too, the polar bear. That wasn't even on my channel. That's so crazy. Like, seriously, the thing that I am, and I'm not complaining, it's just funny. The thing that about me on YouTube that is brought up the most often, that is referenced the most often, is me getting my butt beat by that polar bear. And it wasn't even on my channel. It was on Shiny's channel. Imagine that. Oh my gosh. We've hit 1,000 on the HERACROSS, and now the counter is going off to the side. Imagine the thing you're most famous for as a YouTube creator is on someone else's channel. Banjo-Kazooie, just couldn't bring yourself to read some of those lines. I get that, especially the, what's the, Grunty? Is that her name? Gruntilda? You just remember that aw crap? It was terrifying. I fought a polar bear? Oh yeah. Yeah, so on Shiny's channel, we started a series where I was playing Minecraft for the first time. So Shiny's and I playing Minecraft, doing a I don't know, hardcore Minecraft or whatever. Like, you beat the game without dying. And every time you die, you create a brand new world. And I'd never played Minecraft before my entire life. And so he's, walking me through it, and I'm just, having a lot of fun, just trying to annoy him. And we're on this one world, and there's polar bear cubs. And I'm like, oh, look at the cute little polar bear cubs. And one of my dear friends, Sarah, said, and I didn't know that she was setting me up for failure. I should have known better. She said, you should pet the polar bear. So I go over to the polar bear cub, and again, I'm not familiar with the controls or anything. I'm like, okay, I want to pet the polar bear cub. So I hit the only button I knew to press, which was, ended up punching the polar bear cub. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, you punched a polar bear cub. And so, we just walk away, and we're like, looking for, a nice area to build a house or whatever. And I turn around, and there's like, Mama Polar Bear is just chasing straight after me. She's coming right for me. And I'm like, oh my lord. And it's like, I'm trying to hide from this polar bear, and the polar bear ends up finding me and just absolutely destroys me. The bottles on Kazooie jokes were Keenan and Kel. Yeah. I never watched Keenan and Kel. Keenan and Kel and all of that was a little bit after my time. I was more of a Roundhouse kid. I don't know if anybody ever watched Roundhouse on Snick. It was one of the first Snick shows. You okay, mister? I was not okay, Matthew. But yeah, I got destroyed. And the funniest part is that um, we did this in future streams. In future streams, Shiny's had my POV on the overlay as well. But in that first stream, it was just his overlay. So you didn't even see what was happening. You just heard me screaming and trying to describe what was happening. And I think that kind of made it funnier. Just hearing me just describe what was happening and then my screams of terror as I got destroyed. Doug, Red City King, Cal, are you afraid of the dark? Excited to reach your time? Nice. Yeah, I think when Snick first started and I watched, I think it was, if I remember this correctly, it was Roundhouse, Clarissa Explains It All, Are You Afraid of the Dark, and I can't remember if Ren and Stimpy was on that first grouping or if that came later. Hey, thank you for the new sub. I just saw that. I was running away for about 3 minutes. I was. Bamboo sent you a free clock kit to make a wall clock. That'd make you a Pokemon clock. What character do you want on the face? You know what? Let's get some input from the chat. I'm not saying that the chat is going to decide, but I want some input from the chat. If I'm going to get a Pokemon wall clock, what face should be on the clock? Poliwhirl, I see Poliwhirl. Okay. Meowth clock, like Felix the cat. I kind of like that. That's a cool idea. Melissa Joan Hart was the only reason you watched Sabrina because the show is so awful. I came late to Sabrina. When Sabrina first started airing on TGIF, I was in Germany, so I didn't really get to see it until I moved back in '97. I thought it was all right. I thought it was decent. I did like Melissa Joan Hart. Finneon, we're not doing Finneon. Lopunny says Lopunny would shine. What about something round? Like, what about like a Voltorb or an Electrode? I kind of like that idea. Well, Hefty Dad, so when you say you got a clock kit, you just mean like you got like the hands and the gears and everything, right? The actual shape of the clock is still up to you, right? So it's not, so we don't have to like try and shoehorn in a Pokemon to fit within the design. Okay, all right. So it can be anything we want. Giovanni's Persian is the clock mascot. Ooh, you know, I don't. I was thinking Hoot Hoot. Yeah, Mewtwo. I think you're right. Hefty Dad, look up Hoot Hoot and see what you think of that. That's nice and round too, and yeah, let's do Hoot Hoot. Work you price match with everybody in Canada, you save $50. Nice, JJ. What would be really cool is Hoot Hoot's eyebrows are like clock arms, right? Or clock hands. You could probably actually make, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you, Hefty Dad, but yeah. Google Hoot Hoot and take a look at it. I think that would be a really good one. Judd, what's going on? Good to see you. And also, Hefty Dad, thank you. That's very nice of you. A hoot hoot named Cogsworth. Well, Happy New Year to you too, Judd. Another reason why I think Hoot Hoot would be a great idea is because of our amazingly awesome mod here. Ron G is a big owl fan, big fan of Hoot Hoot. Mr. Wolf, what's going on? Good to see you. Oh my gosh, we missed I missed 1980. We're now on 1985. We just passed 1985. Getting close to your birth year. You're such a little baby. She's still preoccupied with 1985. Shiny's was talking last week about how that song was actually a cover, Bowling for Soup's version, I should say, was a cover of an SR-71 song. And I never knew that. There's only like one or two SR-71 songs I knew. I didn't know that they originally did 1985. It is a great song. Yeah, Matthew, I didn't either. Oh, okay. All right. That's really funny. Has anyone here ever watched Owl House? Has anyone here ever seen the Owl House? SR-71 just never got enough fame, but you loved. Yeah, Right Now is a great song. So, you know, Owl City, also a decent band. So Hefty Dad just did a search for Hoot Hoot, and he actually got a picture. He found a picture of Hootie from Owl House. Hefty Dad, I don't know if you're still listening, or I'm just gonna text you anyway. Okay, Hefty Dad, I sent you a text. I understand why you got that picture, but that's a character from a different franchise. Just look up Hoot Hoot Pokemon. You're not referring to 1985 anymore, but there's a ridiculous amount of cover songs that happened in 2000 that you thought were original. And finding all of them were covers continually blows my mind. Same here. Same here. Like for example, I can't remember if it was No Doubt or if it was Gwen Stefani, but It's My Life. It was a few years before I realized that was a cover. And of an 80s song too, which really hurt. Yeah, there's some other ones I had no idea. What does getting 10,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs feel like? I feel like it's a little like it's. Matthew, do you remember the old TVs, like the big, you know, giant TVs, and when you turn the TV off, it would have that like layer of static on the screen, and you could like touch the screen and get the. I bet that's what it feels like. You would probably feel like if you had bugs crawling all over your skin. That's probably true too. Fireflies are basically glowing cockroaches. Yeah, which is better than regular cockroaches. You love getting that. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about if you're old enough. That layer of static. $1.4 billion insects to 1 human ratio on Earth. That's crazy. Akshat Bot. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. But hello, good to see you. You got stung by bees twice. You don't know why they hate you. Stupidest, well, one of the stupidest things I've ever done in my entire life. I was in 3rd grade. It was in the summer. I was out in my friend's front yard. We had a slip and slide set up. So I was in my bathing suit and like that was it. I was barefoot and I saw a bee and I stepped on the bee because, you know, that's what kids do. They sometimes do stupid things. So I stepped on the bee, but I was barefoot and it stung my toe. And then I was upset. Did you know that one single water molecule has more hydrogen atoms than stars in our entire solar system? You know what, Kim? I actually recently heard that from a very smart person on YouTube. Not every thought could be a banger. That one certainly was not. I'm sure I've been stung by bees a few times in my life. That's the only one I remember. You were at a play center as a kid once and you stepped on a bee too. We both know how Amber Heard's dog felt like. That's right, Kieran. We can both relate to Amber Heard's dog. Yeah, at least I didn't find out I was allergic. Wait, did you? Or no, Kieran, did you, are you allergic to bee stings? Yeah, thankfully I'm not. It was not Bill Nye. But me too, you are correct. 2 hydrogen atoms to 1 oxygen atom. Thankfully not allergic, that's good. You managed to slam your palm on a bee when you're on the floor when you're a kid? Oh my gosh. I remember this one time when I was a kid, I was visiting my grandma in Georgia, and my cousins were there too, and they're younger than me. And my grandma's front yard used to always have tons of fire ant hills. And one of my younger cousins, like again, as all kids do, I think every kid that has ever encountered an anthill has done this at one point, starts poking at the anthill. And the ants are getting upset. And my cousin was not quick enough to run away and ended up getting covered in ants. That was not a fun day for him. You said on bee once and it stung your bottom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Cam. Bee bit your bottom. Cause and effect, that's right. I don't think he was like covered, but I think like his legs were covered. I think I remember Grandma definitely had to get the hose. I've never been stung by a bee like fully. You used to rescue bees from your swimming pool when you were 11 and 12. One time you accidentally touched a stinger and it felt kind of like a splinter. Okay, so yeah, so you didn't actually get stung, but you've touched the stinger, and just from that you did get some pain. I get that. Or I should say I understand that. A bee bit my bottom, and now my bottom's big. Ah, Simpsons. 97's your year. Well, 97 wasn't shiny, Rebecca. What the heck? Sharp but no venom. Gotcha. Funny story about your second bee sting. You were on a first aid course a few days prior, and they taught us how to remove the stinger. Guess that bee wanted to test you. Oh my gosh. Way past your birth year. You're old, Matthew. How does it feel to be an old man? I can't believe we're about to hit 2,000 and we still haven't gotten this one. 100% of the people who don't understand the difference between correlation and causation will die. That, Kim, I like that. That's clever. That's clever. I gotta remember that one. Gonna be 36 next week. That's right. When is your birthday, Matthew? I know it's next week, but I can't remember which day. 11th. Okay. So a week from today. So I got to remember next Saturday to wish you a happy birthday. 36. You are old. I actually made you chuckle out loud. Look at that. Ari's always trying to make Kem laugh, and now Kem has made Ari laugh. Cycle of life. Like I said earlier, I know we were due for a long hunt. I'm just surprised that of all the hunts that are taking so long, it's a Lopunny. I found out about a really funny phobia the other day. Tell me about it, Mewtwo. At this point, I would not be surprised if the Heracross shines before the Lopunny. We've done almost 500 checks today. It's called Ibophobia. If you read it backwards, you probably know what the fear it's about. So it's the fear of palindromes. You know what's kind of stupid thing? You mourn about getting older. Your smartness isn't as impressive as it was when you were 18, telling literary jokes literary jokes like Cam's. I'll never be you're so smart for your age ever again. Yeah, exactly, Ari. I feel you on that. I feel like I peaked in my intelligence probably in my late teens, like mid to late teens, and then it just plateaued. Yeah. I'm extremely smart for a 16-year-old. However, I'm 44. I totally get you on that. Ibophobia. That's kind of neat. Cam is very intelligent. He is. He did not plateau. He is still on the rise. I'll tell you what, once Cam learns how to read, he's going straight to Mensa. I know, Mewtwo, it's crazy. Yes, that's it, Hefty Dad, that's it. You're halfway there. You're getting closer every day, Cam. 16-year-old could blow you out of the water when it comes to book smarts. Don't know if you have it. You need to study like you used to. You know, I think I will say this. I do think it's interesting. I used to kind of not like this, but lately I've started to appreciate and respect it more. Hey, Mighty Munchkin, Happy New Year to you. Thank you for the luck. I feel like a lot of knowledge nowadays comes from like videos, right? Whether it's like tutorial videos or whether it's like historical videos. And I used to kind of, not like that. Like, oh my gosh, like now people just learn things from like watching a YouTube video. But I'm getting over that. I think it's actually kind of neat. Some evil person put the letter S in lisp, right? Yeah, that's really mean. You love watching informational videos? Yeah, I'm starting to really dig it myself. JJ, who knows? We're always babbling about something. (2009) great year. 2009. Yeah, that was a pretty good year. Dyslexia being the term for people who have issues processing words, right? Ari, my theory is that someone with dyslexia came up with that word. That's the only way that word makes sense. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone here with dyslexia. It was low hanging fruit. I had to take the joke. Watchmen came out in 2009. That was a pretty good adaptation. It was pretty decent for to adapt a comic that was infamously known for decades as being unadaptable. That was a pretty good adaptation. There is 3 things in particular about that movie I did not like, but overall it was pretty good. Cancel committees contacted me. I know. They're gonna get me. Number 1 thing on that list, Matthew Snyder, that I did not like about Watchmen was the Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah scene. I just thought that was the most uncomfortable choice of music selection for the scene in that moment. Also, oh, what's his name? Ozymandias's white liger cat dragon thing looked fine in a comic book. Looked very bizarre in a live action movie. I'm not usually one to say you should cut things out of the source material, but I think that's just one of those cases where the reality is so much worse than the art. You know what I mean? It was just bizarre looking. And then the big change they made at the end, I think, thematically for the movie, I think it makes sense, but just as a purist, I didn't like how they changed the end. Dr. Manhattan completely eclipses everyone else's intrigue for you. Yeah, I mean, Dr. Manhattan and Rorschach. I can never pronounce that word, but you know what I'm saying. Rorschach. They were the absolute stars of that. I mean, in you know, a movie about a team of like 8 people or whatever it was, those 2 were the only ones that really stood out. You want to see a Neapolitan bunny? I do too, Mewtwo. I desperately want to see it. And like, I don't care how like testosterone-y it was. That line when Rorschach is in the jail and he's like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. That was just so cool. Oh, it's pronounced Worcestershire. Gotcha. Made you feel bad for the other characters? Yeah, like Miss Jupiter and Owlman. Totally. I need to get another copy of The Watchmen. I've owned like 3 copies of The Watchmen graphic novel in my life. And I keep loaning it to people that have never read it. And I never get it back. Testosterone Tony. That was my favorite Garbage Pail Kid when I was younger, Kim. Testosterone Tony. You call it Worcestershire, or you call it Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I like to annoy people just by pronouncing it exactly the way it's written out, and I just call it Worcestershire. Testosterone Tony, testosterone Tony, testosterone Tony, testosterone Tony, testosterone Tony. I think I screwed up on the third one. Speaking of Garfield kids, you think these characters are from that series? Hold on, I know you sent me a message and I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. It's not. You sent me the Dandy Kane video. But what do you mean? The way I pronounce Worcestershire is pain. That's purposeful. I know that's not how it's pronounced, Kieran. But I like to do it just to annoy people like you. Try going to Louisville, Kentucky and pronouncing it like you see it. Oh, no. I know better than that, Matthew. I know better than to go to Louisville, Kentucky and pronounce it the way it's spelled. Partially because it's also the home of the Louisville Slugger. Juice bottles from the early 2000s had the character bust on the lid of the bottles. I vaguely remember that. Oh, and Greenwich? Yeah, Greenwich too. They were interactive? Louisville. Yeah, so if you're from Louisville, you call it Louisville. If you're not from Louisville and you're not, looking to get beat up, you call it Louisville. And if you're just looking to get ended, you call it Louisville. There's a town in England called something. Pronounce it. Kieran, I will. It's called Slough. Come on now. I am a huge Office fan. You think I don't know how to pronounce Slough? Try harder next time. Booger Bob had a button that picked his big boogery nose. That's gross, Ari. Hukie Patty had a ponytail that you pushed down and vomit came out of her mouth. Ari, that's gross. But also a good example of alliteration in that message. This is going to be really embarrassing if I find out now that The Office mispronounced Slough. And, okay, good. I was right. Phew. If I didn't watch The Office, Kieran, I probably would have said sloth. Smiling, a rally car. What's going on? Slough like tough. You thought it was absolutely hilarious when you were little? Ari, admit it. You thought it was absolutely hilarious when you were typing those messages 2 minutes ago. You opened 6 packs yesterday. Did you get anything good? English language is so messed up. Could be anything. Absolutely it can. What's the one that I love? I never got the buffalo thing until a couple weeks ago when I finally Googled it because I did not know. I've never heard of buffalo as a verb. So I was so confused. But there's one that I love. Sentences that show English is hard. Ah, yes, here it is. This is the one I love. Or one of the ones I do. Ashton, what's up? Hope you're having a good day. Red rhymes with lead and read rhymes with lead, but red and lead don't rhyme, and neither do read and lead. That's a crazy sentence right there. I can't read that, Mewtwo. I could try, but I would probably have a stroke trying to read that. What's the name of that one city in that one country? That's weird. You got an EX? Nice. Which one, Smiling Rally car? Had a belated New Year's Day dinner last night. Chicken Alfredo, French onion soup, and garlic mashed potatoes. That sounds good. Maybe it is that one. To be fair, Mewtwo, it might be that one. Is that like in a Scandinavian country or something? No, Cam, that's not what I was thinking of. Cam Nation, everybody. It's in Wales. That might be it. I think that might be it. I forgot it was spelled that way. But yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Water Ogre Pond. Nice. I don't know what that is though, Smiling Rally Car. I don't know what the two things you got are. Happy Valley Goose Bay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Garlic mashed potatoes turned out a little dry, but mixing a splash of French onion soup made them perfect. Ooh, that does sound good. Ottawa bots. Ottawa bots. I've never heard that Mewtwo. I like that. Ari, I'm looking at that picture, and those look ridiculously silly. I love it. Rare cards like EX cards. Okay, nice. And which ones were those? What two of those did you get? Ace Spec? Is that what they're called? Ace Spec? Pukey Patty was your favorite? I can understand why. Never go shopping at Sam's Club when you're hungry? Yeah, I can understand that. I try not to go grocery shopping when I'm hungry. The problem is, if I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go grocery shopping when I'm hungry. I'm going to eat food and then go grocery shopping, and then I eat food, and then I'm like, I'm too full of food. I want to lay down for a while, and then I take a nap. Kieran, I had a feeling that you would enjoy going there. Okay, so that is the place in Wales. Gotcha. All right, thank you, Maddie Draws. A Megaton blower and sparkling crystal. Okay. Neat. Kirk, what's going on, buddy? Happy New Year. Good to see you. Hope you and the family are doing well. Why would I go grocery shopping? I'm already full. Basically. Matthew. You know what's funny, Matthew? None of these messages have gotten blocked by YouTube, except for that one you just did where it was just the word by itself. That was the one that got blocked. I always find it fascinating to see which messages YouTube blocks and which one it doesn't block. You bought the fall 2024 lunchbox tin. Very cool. All right, I got a question. For those of you that brought lunch from home when you were in school, were you a lunchbox person or were you a brown paper bag person? Mewtwo, that's a pretty solid idea. Lunchbox from Mewtwo? Alright. I remember having a lunchbox when I was a kid, but I honestly can't remember what was on it. I don't know if Hefty Mom or Hefty Dad are still here. I don't know if they have any memory of what type of lunchbox I had. Bringing lunch was for the well-off kids at your school? Okay, fair enough. You know, it's funny how things change, Kirk. When I was a kid, the rich kids were the ones that bought the lunches, and the not rich kids were the ones that brought the lunches. And I think it really says something that's kind of been switched around. It depends if it fits in the lunchbox. Fair enough. Yeah, some lunches might not fit in the lunchbox. Elementary school's lunchbox, middle school and high school brown paper bag, adult lunchbox. Matthew, please tell me that you currently use a lunchbox. Lunchbox is absolutely filthy. Why did no adult ever check if it was clean? Oh my gosh. Canvas lunchbox, all right. Parents didn't let you buy school meals, way too expensive. You had cheese balls and chips for your recess, and all the kids wanted, so you only had like 1/4 of the snacks. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, duh. You work from home now. Yeah, you use the fridge. I think it would be adorable, Matthew, though, if you still packed your lunch in your lunchbox every morning and took it to your office. I'm assuming you have an office room. Radar training, Beniri right now, and random encountering Tranquil. Ooh, Jensen. What, you playing X and Y? School lunch is expensive. Well-off kids will order food at school. At least for the office expired in August. You'd have to go eat in the park. No, Matthew. I mean in your house. I'm assuming you have a room in your house that is dedicated as a workspace. Oh, BDSP. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Turniforus for the Baniri, and you're doing Shield for the Tranquil. I gotcha. Vacuum Poutine because she hated lunch. His dad packed a sandwich and an apple. I mean, sandwich and apple is a pretty standard lunch. When you lived with your foster mom, she'd give you like $20 for your year of school food, and it would last you like a week. The rest of the year you ate from the free salad bar, which sucks. Free salad bar? I mean, I'm not saying maybe that was a good salad bar, but I like the concept of a free salad bar. You love LOPUNNY? I would love LOPUNNY more if it would shine for me. Your school lunch was free? That's nice. You didn't have any food at home, so you'd never have lunch? I'm sorry, Ari. You've not eaten lettuce for your whole life? What? I love lettuce. That's true. It's not the most energy-rich food. I guess you're right. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of stuff to give you energy in it, huh? School lunch was 10 pounds a week. I'm assuming you mean that's how much it cost, not how much it weighed. Shiny, glaring, Meowth, and Pogo. Matthew, what is up with you and your Pogo hatch luck? You got the shiny, glaring Corsola the other day, and now you're getting the Meowth? That's crazy. I've never hatched a shiny in Pogo. Not even once. I don't think. Phone shake your luck. Alright, fair enough. I hatch like maybe an egg a week if I'm lucky. Matthew is a goat. Do we have a goat Pokemon? We should get a goat Pokemon and call it Go-Goat. Ooh, another Fido. Yeah, Go-Goat. We should call it Go-Goat. You love me? Aw, that's very sweet of you to say, Ari. I am also fond of you. Pokedex entry, Gibble in 2020 was hatched, and it was also shiny? Lucky. I'm gonna check right now, because I could just be talking out my bum. Back when Shiny Gibble was stupid rare. Anyone ever feel like after something has a community day, like it just shows up everywhere all the time and is always shiny? Anyone else ever feel that way? What's the thing I need? Oh, hatched. That's what it is. Let's see here. Any of these? Nope, not a single one of my hatched Pokemon has ever been shiny. I thought it was pronounced Skibbity. No, it's not. You love to hatch shiny Unova and Basculin before Unova Tour, just in case they do something lame like make it a root spawn. That'd be good. You remember what sometimes someone said that they love me? I genuinely love them too and understood that the word likewise means I reciprocate the same sentiment, so you said that in response. I love you too. Likewise. That's a very formal way of saying it, it feels like. Wish you had the shiny Scyther. 170 checks for 164 with no shiny is terrible odds. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I've gotten a handful of Scythers. I've gotten a handful of Absols lately too. 60 shiny Eevees from the community day forever ago. 60 shiny Eevees. That's crazy. 162 hat shinies. Matthew, that's ridiculous. Maybe I should get one of them phone shakers. Is it like a paint shaker? $45 shiny Eevees? That's crazy. You don't know what to do with them all. I mean, I feel that. I mean, when you have that many, it's like, what do you even do with them? Yeah, phone shaker's so good. So paint shaker? Or is it like a unique device specifically to shake phones? Not a shiny, but your Pokedex entry Mime Jr. Mantike was a hundo. Ooh, nice. I've never gotten a Shundo either. It's a unique device. You'll DM me what you use. Okay. And we'll just note that neurological or neurotypical people mean likewise in that context sarcastically, so that person got hunt. Oh no! I'm sorry, Airy. Likewise sarcastically. I don't see it. I guess I'm not neurotypical. Guess which Pokemon you need to complete your Synodex and Pogo? Finneon. I can't believe we haven't gotten a shiny today. I really thought it was going to happen today. Unfortunately not. Arceus. Most people argue and then be like, I love you angrily, and the other person will say likewise. Huh. Never heard that. Thanks, Matthew. Licky Licky. Oh my gosh. I can't count the number of shiny Lickitungs I've gotten over the years. Your dad's ex-girlfriend would do that? Oh my goodness. They broke up, obviously. Yeah, it doesn't sound too healthy for a relationship. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna take this Lopunny to 2050. I can't believe we didn't get a shiny today. Thank you for the shiny luck. We got to get some last minute shiny luck for the buzzer beater shiny. This is ridiculous. It had to happen eventually. I just can't believe it's a LOPUNNY. It's going so far over odds. Check my phone. I'm checking. What am I checking for, Dorian? Like Golmet, hi Hefty. What's going on, Mary? Good to see you. Oh, Pogo. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious, Dorian, you didn't have to do that. Dorian sent me a ticket for the community day tomorrow. Dorian, thank you very much. Very sweet of you. I give you my 9 shiny Banneries and LOPUNNY's worth of luck. Thank you very much, Mewtwo. I do need a second shiny Bannery in Pogo as well. Thank you for the Kirklurks, Mr. Wolf. There are neurotypical people who have typical or healthy neural pathways, and there are people with ADHD, autism, dyslexia, etc., which are neurodivergent. I've heard of the term. Yeah, like I'm familiar with that. I've just never heard of that type of dialogue. I've never heard that particular dialogue between people in the way that you were describing it. Shnundo Duskull. Almost got a Nundo Shadow Machop the other day. That's crazy. Dang, no shinies. All right, that's it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Before we go, I should have done this earlier. Do I have any thanks to give? I always have thanks to give. I have thanks to give to the new subs. Thank you very much. To the mods. Thank you very much. And I also would like to thank all of you for hanging out today and being awesome and keeping me company. And you're wonderful. And you're the best. And we will be back tomorrow continuing on this hunt. It's got to come this weekend, right? It has to come this weekend. I don't understand how it couldn't come this weekend. But guys, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do. And I will see you on the next one. Take care and bye-bye.